Every night, the human brain executes a rigorous 90-minute architecture of physical restoration and intense paradoxical electrical activity. You have likely felt the moment this cycle begins, the sensation of drifting into unconsciousness, interrupted by a violent full-body twitch. This is a hypnic jerk, a mechanical glitch that occurs as the nervous system crosses the hypnagogic threshold between waking and sleep. This state is triggered by your internal thermostat. As the sun sets and the environmental temperature falls, the hypothalamus detects that drop and responds by releasing melatonin, the chemical signal that initiates the sleep cycle. Falling asleep is a mechanical and chemical process dictated by external temperature, which means the system is one we can consciously influence and manipulate. Once the process begins, the body enters NREM stage 2. Here, your heart rate slows and your temperature continues to descend, marking the start of a phase that occupies nearly half of your total time asleep. This chart tracks brain activity. In the row labeled S2, erratic, jagged clusters of waves interrupt a baseline rhythm. These spikes, known as K-complexes, act as a biological shield, suppressing external noises to prevent your brain from waking. Without this stage, staying asleep in an unpredictable environment would be impossible. The brain needs this specific wave pattern to filter out the world. As you descend further into NREM stage 3, the brain's activity shifts into large, rolling delta waves, often referred to as slow-wave sleep. This is the peak of physical restoration. The brain replenishes its supply of adenosine triphosphate for cellular energy, while the endocrine system releases bursts of growth hormone to repair tissue and muscle. Deep sleep also facilitates a drop in interleukin-6, providing the immune system with the resources needed to strengthen its defenses. Missing this deep sleep stage leaves the body physically under-recovered and significantly compromises the immune system's defensive capacity. Suddenly, the brain erupts into rapid eye movement, or REM sleep. This is called paradoxical sleep because the electrical activity on the bottom row looks almost identical to the waking state at the very top. To fuel vivid dreams, the brain floods with acetylcholine. Simultaneously, it shuts off the supply of norepinephrine, inducing a state of temporary paralysis that prevents you from physically acting out those dreams. During REM, central homeostasis is suspended. This causes your heart rate, breathing, and internal temperature to fluctuate wildly as the brain stops regulating these vital signs. This entire sequence, traveling through the stages of non-REM and up into REM, forms a complete 90-minute loop that repeats throughout the night. A restorative night of sleep is the result of the brain successfully completing this 90-minute blueprint 4 to 5 times. Modern environments frequently disrupt this cycle. Artificial light pollution suppresses melatonin, while chronic stress keeps the body in a state of high alert, effectively blocking the entrance to the first 90-minute loop. Researchers were studying these mechanical disruptions long before modern brain mapping. In the 19th century, Henry M. Lyman documented how physical factors could prevent the onset of sleep. Lyman observed that elevated skin heat and a racing pulse were primary drivers of insomnia, physically preventing the brain from cooling down enough to enter the first stage of sleep. His findings support a counterintuitive practice used by sleep clinics today, taking a hot bath shortly before going to bed. The hot bath draws blood flow to the surface of the skin. When you step out into a cool room, that blood acts as a radiator, rapidly venting heat away from your core and lowering your internal temperature. This rapid drop in core body heat provides the physiological signal required for the hypothalamus to initiate the sleep cycle and begin the architecture of the night.